What's up, VC? It's Todd Guy, Thrashing Zombie. This is Discogs Shake. That's what I call it. This camera, or phone, I should say, is a different phone. The last one I was using wouldn't keep a charge, so I have extra cell phones lying around, older ones. So I decided, fuck it, let's use a different one. It looks like the color and stuff is changing when I'm pulling stuff up. Anyway, Discogs Shake, like I said, this is the series or whatever I call, where I pull up Discogs on my cell phone that I'm using, and I can shake, and it brings up a album. So I'm gonna do 5 shakes, 5 different albums. I switched it just to metal because I have records upstairs and CDs upstairs and cassettes upstairs. It's just easier to do all vinyl metal, which is all right behind me. It's just easier that way, so I don't have to go upstairs. I don't usually do that. I usually just say, fuck it, I'll just do all of it. So CDs, cassettes, whatever. I'm just doing metal vinyl this time. So I don't feel like going upstairs if I have to. Pausing the video, whatever. So anyway, let's get started. 5 albums. I'm going to shake to see what comes up. Pull them. Talk about them. See if I can remember when, where I bought them. If it's like an older one or something. But see, there's nothing here. Shake it. And, I think I did this one last time. Sea-Axe, To the Grave. I've shown this many times. And kind of sick of showing it, actually. Where is it? There it is. Sea-Axe, To the Grave. This was sent to me by Aaron Mutha Alamere. Great guy. Does Tipsy Tuesdays? Something. He has something on Tuesdays where he's drinking and he's playing music and he's talking about the albums he listened to and the albums he's gonna listen to. Pretty cool videos. This is like black and thrash, black and speed metal, something like that. Some good stuff. Great cover here. Yeah. Just, some good stuff. So there's number 1. Sea-Axe, To the Grave. On to number 2. Oh. There we go. That's just down here. I believe. Next one is Judas Priest. Sin After Sin. Is that right? Is that the right one? Yes. Sin After Sin. 1970 something. 1977 it says. Right? Yes. Sinner, Diamonds and Rust is on here. Last Rose of Summer, Let Us Pray, Call for the Priest, Raw Deal, Here Comes the Tears, Dissident Aggressor. I found this for $10, $15 at a place in Windsor, Vermont. It was a antique place with like vendors, they have their own booths and whatnot. And there was one guy that had a shit ton of records that I pulled a bunch out, had a stack, probably like 15 records, but it would have been like over $100. And I said, well, I can't really afford to get all of these, so I got to pick and choose what I want. It was this and a Blue Oyster Cult Imaginos which I'd never seen on vinyl. I haven't seen one since either. Not that it's a great album, but it's good. Anyway, this was there. Along with those two, there was I think there was a couple of Accept albums, Quiet Riot's Critical Condition. What else did I pull out? I remember there were some other ones I pulled out too. I was just like, what do I really want here? And it was this one and the Blue Oyster Cult. This is a great album too. Sin After Sin. Early 70s stuff and 70s into the 80s stuff. Peak Judas Priest, especially in the 80s, up to Painkiller. Just amazing album after amazing album. Except for, and I may get some flack for this, but Point of Entry, I did not like that very much, along with Turbo. Both of those, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of either one of those albums. But this is good stuff right there. All right. That's number 2. What is this? Number 3. One of my favorite newer metal bands. Didn't get talked about a lot. Where is it? It's that one. It must be right there. Here we go. Holy Grail, Crisis in Utopia. Excuse me. This, I saw the video for the first song on here, My Last Attack. I was like, wow, I like that song a lot. Found the album. I didn't get the actual vinyl until a few years later. But I had listened to it streaming a lot. And I was just blown away by this album. I mean, not a whole lot new here, but they kind of combine classic heavy metal, sort of, in the vein of Judas Priest, sort of, with some speed metal in there, some thrashiness, bits and pieces of death metal growls in some of the songs. Not like overwhelming like all through, but at certain points, just some great heavy metal / thrash / thrash or / speed / thrash. Yeah, I love Holy Grail, and I think they broke up because there hasn't been a new album since 2016, 17. I don't remember. This was 2010. I think the last one was like 2016. And the lead singer, who was, let's forget his name, James Paul Luna. He is in a new band. You may have heard of. You can get it on Bandcamp. Entranced. He's singing in that band now. So I assume that Holy Grail is no longer together. I mean, whatever. But My Last Attack, Fight to Kill, Call of Valhalla, Crisis in Utopia, The Blackest Night, Immortal Man, Chase the Wind, Hologram, Requiem, Cherish Disdain. Amazing fucking album. If you like I said, the sound like Judas Priest, sort of, with some thrashy, speed metal-y type stuff in there. Yeah. If you like that type of stuff, give Holy Grail a listen. I'm not sure if they're on Bandcamp. I don't think they are. They could be, though. Entrance is on Bandcamp, though. They sound kind of similar. So anyway, Holy Grail. That's number 3. That's good stuff. I like Holy Grail. And number 4. Oh. all stuff I have to bend down for, man. Come on. Oh, wait. No, this is up here. This is right there. Oh, yeah. Abigail by King Diamond. Second album. First concept album, and then he kind of went concept on every album after this. Because, what was the first one? I don't remember. Drawing a complete blank on the first one. But yeah, that wasn't a concept album as far as I know. But this one was. The next one, and the next one, and the next one. Every one was a concept album. As you can see, this is a reissue from Music on Vinyl, Roadrunner Records. Funeral, Arrival, A Mansion in Darkness, The Family Ghost, The Seventh Day of July, 1777, Omens, The Possession, Abigail, Black Horseman. This is originally from 1987. This is not the first King Diamond album I heard. The first one I heard was Them. A guy I went to school with that was really into King Diamond's Them. And then he found Abigail, and we listened to Abigail. And then we listened to the first one. God, I can't remember the fucking name of that one. It's going to piss me off. But, and then after Them, was it Conspiracy? I don't know. I kind of lost interest after listening to Them, the first album, and then he had No Presents for Christmas single or something as well. But yeah, King Diamond. I'm not a huge fan of his later stuff because I don't know what it is. I just never was able to get into him. But yeah, this album, Them, were amazing. Kind of ahead of their time, in my opinion. So there's that. All right, here's the last one. What's it going to be? Nope. Brought up Seax again. I already did that one. Oh. Huh. Is that even down here? I think it is. Might not be, though. There it is. This is an interesting album. It's a movie soundtrack with a heavy metal. It's a heavy metal soundtrack. River's Edge. This is an interesting movie and soundtrack. The movie, if you don't know what River's Edge is, stars Keanu Reeves and Crispin Glover and some other people. I don't remember who else. And one of their friends, I don't know if he raped the girl or just killed her after they had sex, but he killed the girl and they try to cover it up. And then Keanu Reeves' character didn't want to. It's just a weird movie. I think it was based on a true story. But the soundtrack is this all heavy metal bands. You got Hallows Eve on here with Lethal Tendencies. Slayer, Die by the Sword. Because all the people in the movie, all the characters, they all listen to heavy metal and punk rock and shit. Fate's Warning, Kiri Eliason. I'm not sure what that is. Slayer's Captive Sin. There's 4 Slayer songs on here. And then Slayer, Evil Has No Boundaries. Agent Orange, Fire in the Rain. Slayer, Tormentor. Wipers, Let Me Know. And Burning Spear, Happy Day. I know all the bands except for the last 2, Wipers and Burning Spear. But yeah, I have a lot of 4 Slayer songs on here, which is the reason I bought it. Even though I have all those albums as well. This one I found in Rutland. It's Enigma. It's not in the greatest condition. I think the record's not terrible. There's some minor scratches and shit on it. The jacket's kind of beat. I found this in Rutland, Vermont. There was a place I went to a few times. First time I was like, wow, there's a lot of good records here. They seem a little overpriced. There's 2 spots for records in this place. The higher priced ones were in one spot. They had Megadeth's So Far So Good So What there. Merciful Fate, Melissa, I think. But I had a huge scratch right across one side of it. And they were still asking $50 for that. I was like, fuck that. I bought a Creator album there, Pleasure to Kill, but the jacket looked like something was wet and got stuck to it, and they pulled it off and it ripped it up. But I bought it anyway because the record looks fine. Sacred Reich, first album, was there as well, which I also bought. This one was over in the other section, which was a lot of crap, in my opinion. And I was just going through them just to see what was there. And I came across this. I was like, $6 I paid for this, I believe. It was $6. I was like, I've never seen a River's Edge vinyl. So I was like, I have to buy this because I've never seen this. I haven't seen it since either. I haven't heard of any reissue or anything. I think they should reissue this. But who knows? Not bad. Movie. It was streaming somewhere not too long ago. Maybe I rented it. I don't remember because I hadn't seen it in a while. And I got this. Like, I kind of want to watch the movie now. Just to see where the songs were. Because I had forgotten. Because when this movie came out, I wasn't really into music as much. I mean, I was listening to music. But I never kind of noticed the songs in movies. So, yeah, River's Edge soundtrack. Yeah. The soundtrack album to the most controversial film of the year. Controversial film of the year? I don't know. Could be. That's it. I haven't done one of those in a while, so that's pretty fun. Let's see what the 6th one would be if I did another one. It would have been Stone Fury. Burns Like a Star. Technically not really metal, I guess. More like a hard rock band, but that is Lenny Wolf's first band before Kingdom Come. That album is great. Anyway, yeah, so thanks for watching this, and I will see you next time. Until then, rock on.